Pro Truth family, what's going on? Y'all know I already got another Judge Mathis case. Um, Let me say this, brothers. When it comes to domestic violence, it is a you problem. All right. So if you know that your woman is toxic, you need to go ahead and make an exit plan immediately because once you put your hands on her, you will go to jail. They are always going to believe the woman, even if she's lying. They will still believe the woman. All right, brothers. But I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to go ahead and get into this court case and I'll be chiming in here and there.
Plaintiff Miranda Murphy dated the defendant, and they have an 8-year-old son together. Miranda claims the defendant was physically abusive, and he cheated on her with a 35-year-old stripper, whom he got pregnant. And she's with the defendant in court today. Miranda's suing her ex for an assault.
Brothers, I still don't understand why give, if you know the woman is toxic, why give her your seed? Now, she knew, according to her, he's a cheater. And he also hits women according to her, allegedly. But yet she stayed with him for so long. I always wonder, why do you women love to stay with men that love to beat the crap out of y'all? Never understood that.
Defendant Austin Brill insists he never assaulted Miranda. And on the day in question, she's the one who attacked him. Austin claims after Miranda attacked him, she caused her own injury, so it would look like Austin assaulted her. But the charges against him were eventually dismissed. He's countersuing for defamation and pain and suffering.
Brothers, you have a lot of our ladies that do that. They will, again, they'll do false accusations on you, brothers. And some of them will probably do things to their own body to get you in trouble. I don't know if that happened or not, but there are women that will do that just so you can go to jail because they don't like you. But we're really going to get into this case because it's going to be one big dynamic why she did what she did.
Start with you, man.
Your Honor, he's my ex. He is a cheater. He's abusive.
When did you begin dating?
Well, I met him back in 2006, and shortly after that, I became pregnant. We got a son. He's 8 years old. I found out eventually that he was cheating on his previous baby mom.
Brothers, that's piss poor planning. Shortly after, which I don't know how long that took for her to get pregnant, but shortly after, brothers, that's piss poor planning.
With me, and and he was cheating. He cheated on me with his 35-year-old stripper. He got her pregnant, and so. And
Brothers, as you can see, she's a Caucasian. So that's where her anger really stems from. She's mad because she got replaced by a white girl. So let's continue because you're going to see it. You're going to see all the nonsense that she's talking.
That was the end of our relationship.
When was that?
That was, I think, back in like 2013.
Okay, so you all were together 06 to 13.
Right.
All right, and throughout that time, you said it wasn't a good relationship?
Not really, Your Honor. I mean, it was
because of his cheating?
Yes, the cheating and eventually the abuse.
Yeah, what type of abuse?
Well, back in February of 2012, we were over by his mom's house. He was living with his mom. He was using my cell phone. He was having a conversation with the previous kid's mother. And I guess the conversation must have got pretty heated because he got off the phone. Like I said, it was my phone. He broke the phone and got to immediately attacking me.
That's a lie.
Jumping on me.
Just came over to you and started swinging on you?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
And he said that because he blamed me for the bad relationship between his previous baby mom.
Does that even sound right? So let me get this straight. The brother got off the phone because he was mad at his baby mama. So he got up off the phone and started throwing hands at you. Does that really make sense? But let's continue because she's getting hit for no reason, according to her.
She didn't want to help him because he was with me. He was like, she don't want to do something for me because of you.
And then he
And
commenced to attack
and he got to attacking me. Yes.
Okay, and the police came, obviously, hopefully.
Yes, I actually made a police report. I have the
Let's see
records
it.
right here.
Murphy stated that Brill then charged toward her and punched her in her face with a closed fist. Murphy stated that Brill was punching her on her face, head, and stomach. Sir, what do you say to this? We'll get to the other things.
They're all lies and allegations, Your Honor. That day, in fact, I was laying down with a blown knee. I was on the phone with my former girlfriend trying to get my insurance together, and she said she wouldn't help because of her. And so when I turned to her and told her that we can do the same thing through the state of Wisconsin, is just have to register with our children, she denied and said that she wouldn't do it because of the last girl, you know. So when we spoke a few words, she began hitting me while I was laying down on the couch. My mother was there. I can't move around real well because my knee was messed up. She ran at my mother, charged my mother like she was gonna attack her. I grabbed her and walked her out of my house, pushed her out the door, shut the door and locked it. And when she came back, I don't know what she did, but she was red, all over red. She scratched herself or did something to herself. That's how crazy she is. She has a history of this. She makes up things, and I have.
I don't know about that last part.
I have.
Judge, I believe him. I believe him. You may not believe it, but I believe him.
Lie.
I have the evidence
here.
here.
What you have? What is that you
This
have?
is how the state of Wisconsin felt about it and dismissed it when we went to court.
I know, but
That's
we're
because I
talking
didn't
about,
show
I know
up.
you may have gotten it dismissed, but I don't believe she's as crazy as you say to go and punch and scratch herself.
Your Honor, if I would.
Shit, I believe it. Most of our black women are batshit crazy, so I believe it.
I thought
Show
that
me some other crazy evidence.
with the reason why we're here with her broken ankle, she came to the house after she had been upset. We had been broken up for more than a year when I began a relationship with Sarah. She had coming to my house and aggressively stating about I left her for this white girl, and she's armed with pepper spray every time she comes to my house and begins an argument. So one day I ran in the house, she tried to pepper spray me, ended up pepper spraying my door orange, nice white door, you know. And Miranda chose to come over about a week after my grandma passed, and another incident. She came over and she followed my mother around, you know, talking about how I left her for this white girl that isn't measuring up to what her standards would be for me.
That's why she's upset, brothers. She's upset because he went to another race. Let me say this. A lot of our black women feel that they are the best and nobody can outdo them. Now, again, I will say this. Black women are the most beautiful women in the world, but their attitude stinks. Nobody wants to deal with nonsense with these black women, and they're very entitled. I don't make these things up, brothers, but let's continue.
And that's basically what I
I mean,
can
you
say
talk
that she
about her.
was
I have a
saying.
recording of
So
her talking
What
about
happened
her.
then?
So then after that, she followed my mother around. My mother was in mourning, and she asked her, please, I don't want to deal with this right now. And she kept on following my mother around. So when I went outside to ask her to leave, she pulled the pepper spray on me again. This time I was next to the water hose though. So I grabbed the water hose up. So she pepper sprayed a stream, I got a water hose stream. So the water hose is beating the pepper spray now. Now I'm getting her into the car. Now she get in the car and we're talking, but I'm still armed with the water hose. I'm ready.
That's a
And
lie, Your Honor.
she's sitting in the car, Your Honor, and she lifted up to light a cigarette, Your Honor. I thought it was the pepper spray and I doused her.
I ain't even mad at you, brother. I'm not mad at you at all. You probably should have left, though. You should have left right after you put her in the car. But hey, I ain't mad at you at all, bro. Our women need to calm down because they out of control.
Did you want to respond to that?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm having contact with him because I work a third shift job. Every time I go over there to try to get my son, it's a problem.
Okay.
He likes to play games. So basically, you know, there was a small incident. I can't really recall, but he goes out the back door. You know, I'm fitted to death. I'm dressed, you know, doing my thing, not even paying attention to this guy. He see that I got on a fresh pair of J's. I got on a brand new outfit.
And you're there to do what?
To pick up my son, to enjoy our time together. And so he wanted to go out the back door and he wanted to grab a water hose. And my son warned me. He was like, he finna get a water hose, you know, because he wanted to try to wet me up.
Why?
Because he's a hater. You know, and he's
definitely
lying.
not a hater,
he's
Your Honor.
lying.
Because of what you have on, he wants to
Yes,
wet you
and
up?
he's lying.
And you
and-
all weren't in a relationship anymore?
No, we're not in a relationship because again, he's with a stripper.
Does that really make any sense? And again, she's jealous because he's with a white girl. But does that really make sense, brothers? He's mad at her because she's fly. She has nice J's on and she's fitted up. Really? Come on, man. Y'all women is getting more and more delusional by the hour.
You all had broken
And he
up
talks
for
about her.
years, and he disliked the way you dressed so much he wanted to squirt you down with the
He
water
wanted to wet
hose.
me with the water hose. He wanted to ruin my
Okay,
day.
ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, so basically what led up to this incident right here, and actually I wanted to
Which
prove-
incident of what?
This happened on the 12th of August when my ankle got broken. Like I said, I work third shift, so I get off of work at 6 in the morning. So he's calling me at 6 in the morning, you know, basically trying to hook up with me, trying to get up with me, come over by my house for a booty call type situation. And I was shutting that down. I have text messages that prove that. So I was shutting that whole incident down, and I had told him, quit contacting me. Contact me if something is wrong with my
You have
son.
that?
Yes, I do
Let's
have.
hear it.
I do have that information.
Okay.
I was like, call
The
me.
text message.
Here we go, brothers. These women are good at lying. As a matter of fact, brothers, black women all of them should get an Oscar for being the best actresses in the world. But let's continue.
Message.
You know,
Let me see that.
or
Where he
whatever.
was hitting on you and you said, stop calling me unless there's an emergency.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is right here.
Okay.
Your Honor,
So,
I honestly was calling her because I was
this
so
is
proud
right
of
We're
here.
her
going
I
to
son.
told
see.
him.
She said you was calling her to get with her. We're going to see
So-
what you were calling for. Plaintiff.
Well, the one that he had marked is when I was like, quit calling
No,
me.
let me see the one where he
8-11.
was hitting on you, ma'am.
Well, he been calling me, sir.
No, you said you were handing me some text. People don't think I'm going to read this stuff. You said you were handing me some text where he was hitting on you. Do you have that today?
I'm saying he was calling
Do you
me.
have that today?
No, I don't have
Thank
a
you
text
very
message.
much. Now, can we move to the incident?
So I get over there to go get my son. I'm like, hey, where's Jabril at? You know, and
Who are you talking to?
to him, because he was
Okay.
sitting there playing a
What'd he
video
say?
game. He was like, I don't know, you know. And I'm like, well, you knew I was on my way
All
to
right, and
come
then
get
what
him.
happened?
So then his mother comes in my face or whatever, come disrespectful, and she hit me. And so
Just
I'm
out
like,
of the blue?
yeah, she just hit me, tried to attack me, want to fight me. And I'm like, hold on, Kathy.
Brothers, again. So this is why a lot of our women are just out of control. The first incident, she said that her ex-boyfriend just came up and hit her for no reason. Just out of the blue, he just started throwing hands. Now the mom just out of the blue started throwing hands. This woman is freaking delusional. But again, brothers, our women are great actresses. They should all get an Oscar. All of them.
People
She
keep hitting
accusing
you out of
me.
the blue for some
No,
reason. Go ahead.
she accusing me of saying like, hey, you don't come and get your son enough and all
But
this
she
other
attacked
stuff.
you. Go ahead.
So I goes outside, you
No,
know.
if she's attacking you, how did it
She
end?
hit me and he gets up and grab his mother.
Okay.
So I
And
goes
then you go outside.
Yeah, and I'm like, hold on. So I see her. I go out the front door and she goes out the back door.
Mm-hmm.
So me and her talking, and he just comes outside and he pushes us. He pushes
Both
me.
of you?
Yes, he pushed both of us. We go flying.
He pushes his own mother.
Yes, and I'm flying because
You
I'm
know any
holding her.
reason that he pushes his own mother?
Because he's the abusive type man.
To
sir.
his own mother.
He
All
yelled
right,
at
is
her.
your mom here today?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, would you stand up? Would you state your name?
Kathy Cruz?
Is your son abusive to you?
No.
Did your son push you?
No, he didn't.
All right, very good. You testified that her own son was abusive toward her, which is a very inflammatory
Yes.
allegation. She stood up
terrible.
and said he wasn't. Go ahead, sir. What's your counterclaim
My
for?
counterclaim is for defamation of character and for pain and suffering.
How so?
In Milwaukee, I've done a total of 18 days in jail, 3 separate times, 6 days in Milwaukee County Jail until it gets sorted out by the district attorney.
For these incidents?
For these incidents. The reason why
How was it? So what was the disposition? How did it end?
the end is
Were they dismissed?
they were dismissed, and this is a letter from the district attorney of Milwaukee,
Let's see it, please.
and they declined the process.
By the way, brothers, make sure you have your paperwork in order, because if you don't, these women will continue to lie and make up stories. And if you don't have your shit together, more than likely they're going to win. But let's continue.
Prosecute.
After reviewing the evidence, declined to issue charges in this case.
And-
All right, after reviewing the evidence, they declined to charge you.
And then
all right, what else?
the reason why I have my son is not because of her third shift job. Her third shift job didn't exist.
Why do you have them?
We have them because on her birthday, I was closing on a house.
Mm-hmm.
I got rid of all my kids and everybody's leaving my house. She shows up because she wants to go party. She said, you have to take Jabril, I'm going out for my birthday. I said, no, I'm closing on the house. We
That's
need
a
this
lie, Your
house.
Honor.
So when she came over, we got in a big argument, Your Honor. She ended up leaving my son, who was 6 years old, on a street corner by himself. He was found by the neighbors. The police were called. She was charged with neglect. I have that here,
Have
Your Honor.
evidence?
Brothers, that I have a series, Protect Your Seed. Protect your seed, brothers. These women don't care. Even though the Most High gave them the maternity DNA to watch over children, a lot of our women do not give a shit about their own kids. If they want to party, most of them will drop them off to their grandmother's house. Our women don't care. They don't care, brothers. They only care about self. They are the biggest narcissists in the world. I don't make this shit up.
For that?
Okay, but that's not
Ma'am,
why.
is this true?
No, that's not
You
true.
ever charged with neglect?
I was charged with neglect, sir, but that's not
So
why
it was true.
That's not why he have my son.
Guilty due to no contest plea.
Okay, Your Honor.
And he presented me with evidence that the child was awarded to him. All right, ma'am.
reason why he
ma'am,
had my
that's
son-
enough. The case was dismissed against him after he spent time in jail. The stories you are giving me are unbelievable, and therefore I'm going to dismiss your claim, and I'm going to grant you your counterclaim for $3,000 for what I believe you deserve. Have a good day.
Let me tell you something, brothers. Brothers, the reason why she's so upset is because the brother went and dated a white girl. Now, look, I'm not saying that you should go date a white girl either. I'm not saying that. But our women are batshit crazy. She left her child out with neglect. She left him on the sidewalk. Brothers, you got to protect your seed at the end of the day. Stop giving your seed to these crazy ass females. 99.9% of them do not give a shit. They don't care about their kids. They only care about self. But let's continue because we ain't done. Well, we almost done.
God is great. God is great. Vindication.
Brother, you doing way too much, man. You acted the fool, man. Just walk the hell out the courtroom. You ain't got to act like that. But let's continue.
We're going to take that money and we're going to buy a house for my son, and you can rent from my baby. I still love her as a friend with all of my heart. Nothing's going to change that. And I'm going to do everything to help her in her life, and anything that we can do. You know, we represent God and His Christ, so we're going to get it better. That means she still loves me, and we're going to work it out.
Well, I guess that sounds good, brother. But at the end of the day, make sure you take care of your seed. So once again, Pro-Truth family, I'm just here to just put this stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Protect your seed. Stop messing with these crazy ass females. And a lot of our females be lying. You know what I'm saying? So protect yourself too, brothers. Protect yourself. But on that note, brothers, like, share, subscribe. Master Slim, aka Elder Slim, is out.